Hello everyone. Today we'll see how Ameyo has integrated with MS Dynamics CIF. So we'll be looking at the agents interface today, and during the presentation we'll be covering the various touch points regarding firstly how a CTI gets popped up as soon as a call gets connected. We also have a look at how Ameyo is passing the voice logs, the call details, as well as the dispositions through MS Dynamics. And lastly we'll see how the click to dial functionality works. So over here we'll be selecting the sales hub. Now over here, we have done a web toolbar integration approach. So when I say web toolbar integration approach, this means that the Ameo's telephony panel gets embedded on the MS Dynamics screen. So this is the Ameo's telephony panel and it can be maximized or minimized whenever the agent wants. So as an agent, let me just quickly log in over here. Now, after the agents have logged in, they have to select a campaign. So campaign, it is basically a workflow of an organization. As an agent, I have an option to select multiple campaigns or even a single campaign. So for now, let's select an inbound voice campaign. After I've done that, I have to put down an extension number. So this is basically the agent's phone number on which he would be receiving calls as well as initiating calls. Just to inform you that we can also enable WebRTC over here if required. Okay, so after the agents have logged in and selected the campaigns, they can put themselves available with various configurable break options. So if you want to add any other or any more break options, you can always do that. Plus, we have a mini dashboard for the agents to see how they're performing. So as an agent, if I just want to have a look at how many calls I've made, what has been my total staff duration, how many breaks I've taken, so you can also have a look at that. So let's do one thing. Let's initiate a manual outbound call to see how a CTI gets popped up as soon as a call gets connected. So now I've received the call as an agent first. After I've accepted the call, just to get into the notice that we can also have a look at the life cycle of the call also. Ringing means that, okay, the agent has answered the call and the call has been connected to the customer. As soon as I answer the call as a customer over here, you can see the status has been changed as connected. And before even the call actually got connected, we get the CTI pop-up for that very customer. Now, because Ayush Khanna is an existing customer, so that's why all these fields are present over here. In case of a new customer calling in, at that time, these fields would be empty. So as an agent, I can always edit or update it whenever required. So this was regarding our first touch point, that how a CTI gets popped up as soon as a call gets connected. Now the second touch point regarding how Ameyo is passing the voice logs, the dispositions, and the other call details. So over here under the timeline tab, we have so these are all his previous interactions Ayush Khanna has had. So when I click on any of the interaction, so over here I get a detailed description about the calls. Like I have the call type, whether it was a manual dial or an auto dial. Was it an incoming call or an outgoing call? What was the disposition selected by the agents at that particular time? The voice log. So as an agent, I can listen to it as well as download it. And if any descriptions were added, so that would also be passed to MS Dynamics. So basically, this is how Ameyo is passing the voice logs, the dispositions, as well as the other call details to MS Dynamics over here. Now, on the telephony panel, the various functionalities agents can perform. Firstly, the basic ones where they can put the call on hold, on mute. Now they can transfer the call to any available agent to any external phone number. So this can be a mobile number, landline number, or any extension number. Similarly, the call can be transferred to a different campaign queue and also to an IVR, let's say for a feedback. Similarly, the agents can also take in conference again any external phone number or any available agent at that time. He can set a disposition. So disposition basically tells the outcome of the call, that why did the call actually happen, a one word or a two word outcome. So these are the disposition codes which are again completely configurable in nature. Now, as an agent, whatever disposition I select would be reflected, or let's say would be passed on to MS Dynamics and also reflected in the reports that we are offering. And lastly, the callback. So a very simple scenario. Let's say if during the conversation between the agent and the customer requests for a callback, let's say after 3 hours. In that case, as an agent, I'll just need to specify the time over here. Let's say after 3 hours. Now, as soon as I save the details, automatically after 3 hours, a callback would be initiated. And with the self callback functionality, the callback would be passed to the very same agent who was earlier having the conversation. Now, another option that we have added over here is regarding use different phone number. Now, let's say if the customer says that I want to call back after 3 hours, but on a different phone number, on my different phone number, then we also have the option to add that over here. So let's dispose this call. Now, the last touch point regarding how the click to dial functionality works. So as an agent, what we'll do, we'll go on the contacts tab. Now to initiate a call, as an agent, I can either click on the number over here and then the call would be initiated, or I can open the contact to initiate the call. So let's say I've opened the contact. So now you can see I didn't copy and paste the number. I just clicked on this telephony icon and the same functionalities are present over here, where first the call got connected to the agent and then to the customer. And similarly, as soon as a call got connected, we have the same CTI pop-up in front of us for Ayush Khanna. And again, on the telephony panel, as an agent, I can perform the various functionalities where I can transfer the call, take in conference, schedule a callback, and a disposition. So this was regarding how Ameyo has integrated with MS Dynamics and the various touch points that will be covered over here.